And she just been treating us like a stepchild since
so
I've been here.
I've never felt like this.
You never wanted, and I've seen the same thing. I think we need to call some type of minister to come pray or something like that. Because this is just really unacceptable.
She had me come through the door, and I came through the door, and she put a knife in my hand and handed me. Hi friends, this is Juani, and welcome to Juani's house. So, you saw that clip, huh? That is just a small piece of what actually happened at our girl Tammy B Jones's YouTube meet and greet. So for you to actually see what happened, you're gonna have to go and visit CPR for the Body's YouTube channel to see what actually happened at this meet and greet. You may also want to go and check out our girl Tammy B Jones's YouTube channel also, because she has a different clip to share with you guys. So I'm gonna tell you my version of what happened, and then they're gonna tell you their version of what happened. And CPR, who is Camille, she will give you her version and the truth, if that's what you want to call it, of what happened at this YouTuber's meet and greet. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so about 2 weeks ago, our girl Tammy B Jones invited myself and several other YouTubers to her home for a meet and greet. And I was really excited that she invited me and she included me. Now the reason was because Camille was gonna be near Atlanta, and if you don't know, Camille, her channel is CPR for the Body, and right now she's going through this downsize, and she's moved from South Carolina to New York, and she is like totally downsizing from where she once lived to where she's currently moving right now. And she is going through this process of purging and trying to get her life together once again in a smaller space. So she was going to be in Atlanta, and near Atlanta, and she wanted to meet with some YouTubers in this area. And so her and Tammy came up with this, and Tammy reached out to me and some other YouTubers. So for this event, you know, I thought that I should have brought my camera, but I did not bring my camera because, why wouldn't I bring my camera? It's a YouTuber's event. Why wouldn't I bring my camera? Well, I thought that we were just gonna be around there, just socializing, drinking, getting to know each other, whatever. Oh my God, who comes through the door with their camera? Camille. Camera on, she has a husband there. He's her freaking camera guy. It was hilarious. So let me back up a little bit and let me tell you about when I showed up. So the part that you see in this clip, I am talking about how I was greeted once I came to Tammy's home. First of all, Tammy's husband, he directed us to go around to the front of the house to enter. So we entered there. Tammy opened the door. It was almost like you were on like what it was, the MTV Raps, when they go and see how the rappers live, or you know, the entertainers live. That's the way Tammy opened the door. Hello. And I'm like, oh my God, it was so funny. I'm like, Tammy! And so we hugged and everything, and we went in, and you know, we just started talking, introduced the guys to each other, and of course, automatically, they clicked. And you know why they clicked? Because her husband and my husband are both Oakland Raiders fans. How did that happen? Oh my gosh. So they immediately clicked. And so we left them outside because her husband, he was cooking for us that evening. He had some things out on the grill, so he was the grill master. And I tell you, he grilled some chicken that was out of this world, guys. It was simply amazing. And so him and Mr. Mr. B were outside and they were chatting it up, and we come back inside. So the part that I'm talking about in this clip is I said that as soon as I came through the door, Tammy put a knife in my hand and she told me to get to chopping. Girl had me in the corner chopping vegetables and fruits, and I'm like, wait a minute, I thought I was a guest. Oh my, she had me in the corner. I was chopping onions and mixing potato salad. I felt like I was just working. I was sweating. Your girl was drenching in sweat. And it was like, okay, you have to work for your food at Tammy B Jones's house. Yes, you do. You don't think you're going to come there being a guest? She already know who you are. She been talking to you on YouTube, messaging you in your inbox. She already know who you are. Ain't there, you know how sometimes you go to people's homes and the first time you're there, you're a guest? Well, I was a guest and didn't even know it. So, but it was all good. But that is actually a joke because I had to beg Tammy to allow me to help her in her kitchen. I volunteered to be over in the corner chopping the onions and the strawberries and doing whatever else she needed me to do because, you know, I just wanted to help. I understand how it is when you're having something and, you know, I just didn't want to just sit there and not do anything. Now, she poured me this glass of wine, guys. I don't remember what kind of wine that was, but it was so good. I should have taken a mental note of what. No, that was not wine. She had the 1800 margarita. That's what that was. It was the 1800 margarita, and it was so good. And I had it on the rocks. It was delicious. So we're sitting there and we're talking, and then who comes through the door? To the door? Like, I think I got there around 4:30. Camille and her husband got there around maybe like 5, a little bit after 5, 5:15 or so, something like that. Here she comes, like I said, with her videographer behind her, her husband taking all the footage or whatever. And here she comes. And you know the first thing she says to me? Y'all are short. Really? 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 That's what we're gonna do? So I'm short. And then, oh, I forgot to mention that Tammy said to me, oh, you're short too. Tammy thinks that she and I are the same height. I'm actually 5'3" and a third. Tammy may be 5'3". So you're the short one. So we all hugged and we just had a really, really good time. Now I know that some other women, ladies were invited, but we were the only ones that showed up. But that was perfectly fine because we had a ball. We talked about everything from relationships, husbands, we even talked about sex. You know how women to get together? We always some kind of way get on that. It was an amazing conversation, and it's great when you're able to be with some ladies who you instantly feel comfortable with, and you just begin to talk. It is so it's such a great feeling to have like that type of fellowship with women, because a lot of times women can be very, very catty, and when you all can just come together and it's your first time really getting together and you all get along, that is awesome. It was amazing. So we were supposed to have been there at 3:30. Like I said, we got there around 4:30, and the men all clicked. They watched the fight. They talked about football. In Tammy's backyard, she has this miniature putt-putt, miniature golf. And so Mr. B could not stop playing that. He wants one in his yard, in our backyard now. So he's going to ask J-Mac to come and help him put one in the backyard because he really enjoyed that. They had such a great time. They were talking around the fire pit. They just had a really good time. Now, you know the men had a good time because not one time, for the entire time that we were there, not one guy came up and said, "Are you ready to go?" We did not leave Tammy's home until around 1 in the morning. I got home at about 1:45. So it took us about 30-40 minutes to get home. And when Camille left, she left to go back to South Carolina and then to head back up to New York. So I said all that to say is that YouTubers, we freaking rock. I am looking so forward to the next meet and greet. I may have it, and if I do, I will make sure that I invite you. So guys, I am going to end this video. That is my version of what happened at our girls Tammy B Jones's YouTube meet and greet. Make sure you go and check out her channel. I will make sure that I link it down in the description box below. And don't forget to hear the real story over at our girl Camille over at CPR for the Body. We'll see what part she cut out. All right, guys. So until my next video, you know what I always say. The next time you're in town, you can always stop by Juani's house. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.